What is up, Facebook? Right now, I'm doing a load of laundry, so that way I have clean clothes to wear for my dishwashing job. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Facebook? Well, I was gonna save this for later, but I'll drink it right now. Fuck it. So right now, sipping on a Monster Mutant green energy drink or energy soda, whatever you want to call it, and doing some laundry. That way I have clean clothes for my dishwashing job. You know what I'm saying? If you go to work on time with clean smelling clothes ready to work and you bust Asperger's at your job, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not going to say when I'm working, but I have noticed that my hours are starting to increase just a little bit. That's what's up. Oh, the dishwashing job is going good. Thank you for asking. It's one of my part-time jobs that I have. Between washing dishes, making lawns, making YouTube videos, selling merchandise, and moving bounce houses. That's like 4 to 5 different sources of income. Speaking of wands, we got 20 going in this next batch, and they're all handheld. Most of you know by now that, that's the scepter I'm making ended up being mine. As some people have, excuse me. I like working at the dish pit. You know what I'm saying? It's, the owners that I work for are good people to work for, and they've been very patient with my Asperger's. So, yeah. I guess you could say that. I am a bit of an entrepreneur, yes. Hold on a second. It takes me $3 to do laundry. Legitly, $3 to $4. I'll take like $1 to wash my clothes, and then $2 to $3 to dry them. So I'm gonna check out my laundry again. I'll be right back. There we go. Hopefully that second dry cycle dries them enough. It's 2:05, so it shouldn't take too long for those clothes to dry. Another cycle should do it. Do I ship my wands internationally? The answer is yes, I do. I've had a couple people from Canada order wands for me before. So, yes, answering your question, CobraCraft Wands does, in fact, ship all over the world. Internationally. So if you wanted to, let's say you lived in like Scotland or Ireland or some shit like that, and you wanted to buy a wand from me in the States, we do ship there. Just be sure when you order wands that you give me the proper address. That way there's no confusion. There was a bit of confusion with 2 of the addresses on my last batch, but that ain't nothing but a big deal. That ain't really that big. I meant to say that that's not really that big of a deal because we got it squared away. Me and my dad got that shit squared away. So the one person that still hasn't received their wand yet is going to receive it here within the next couple of days. That'll be nice. It's important to do laundry as much as you can. I'm even washing my camo vest as we speak. Or drying it, yeah. Because I'm here to tell you right now, your coworkers aren't going to put up with that shit. You coming into work, it doesn't matter if you're on time or not. If you're coming into work with stinky ass clothes, they're not going to put up with that. Do I have anything to mix with this monster mutant? No, I do not at the moment. Just sipping on some good old sugary caffeinated goodness. Oh, homeboy Scotty's doing good. Him and Tina broke up, but he's still there for his kid at least. The weirdest thing I've ever eaten. Well, that's easy. There used to be this candy store in the mall here in town. I don't know if they still have it or not, but there used to be this candy store in the mall that sold all kinds of crazy candy, like Jawbreakers and shit like that. And they had edible bugs. I've eaten those. Those little bugs that come in the boxes that are flavored. Yeah. And surprisingly, they're not bad. I've eaten a live worm before. Well, here's the thing, Chris. Scotty and Tina have made me their daughter's godfather. So, you know, she's not my kid, but I'll treat her like she's mine, you know. Melody loves her Uncle Joshy. It's just right now, and I don't want to get into personal business, but, you know, if Scotty and Tina could get a house together or could have gotten a place of their own, you know what I'm saying? Right now, Tina lives with her mom, Scotty lives with his mom, so it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And here's the thing of it, Facebook, nobody tells you how to raise a kid. Yeah. And that's the thing of it is I see Tina as a friend. You know what I'm saying? You don't get with your friends girls. That's a homie no-no, man. Even if they're broken up, it's just still no. You know what I'm saying? I got too much respect for homeboy Scotty to do it. I mean, Scotty's always giving me shit like, oh, I fucked your bitch. You know, he says that because he's joking around. You know, that's what homies do. They bullshit with each other. But, you know, my point exactly, Julio. We are basically kids raising kids. It doesn't come with instructions. Amen to that. Bros before hoes. Yep, that's homie rule number 10. You know. And that's the thing of it, is I struggle with getting a girlfriend. I don't know why. You know, I'm not gonna bitch about it, I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, if I was dating a girl and she said, well, I don't like you hanging out with Scotty, I'm gonna be like, well, that's too goddamn bad because I've known him a lot longer than I've known you. Most guys are so easily pussy whipped, it's pathetic. Like, I like getting pussy, don't get me wrong, but I'm not the kind of guy that's pussy whipped. I mean, like, if I get a girlfriend and she says, well, I want to ground you from sex, I'm like, it doesn't work with me. I've gone a whole fucking year without it, so that doesn't work with me. If I had a kid, would you... Okay, that's a good question. Chris says, Josh, if you had a kid, would you give them tobacco before they were 18? The answer is no, I wouldn't. But, you know, if I caught my kid smoking, I'd be like, okay, you want to smoke like your old man? All right. You get a fucking fat, nasty smelling cigar. And be like, here, if you want to smoke, you got to smoke this first. You want to smoke like your old man? All right. Fucking have a cigar. I guarantee you that, you know, because most people, when they catch their kids smoking, they're like, they take them away. It doesn't deter them at all, you know. So, like, if I caught my kid smoking a cigarette, I'd be like, well, you want to smoke cigarettes out of my pack? Well, okay, if you want to smoke, you're going to have to smoke this first. And get the nastiest, cheapest, stinkiest cigar I can find and make him smoke it. Like, are you done with that? Here, have 3 more. Make my kid like smoke 4 of those fucking bastards by the time they're green in the face and puking from tobacco poisoning. Like, you still want to smoke? Show them a pack of smokes. They're like, no. Don Picton says, where did you meet homeboy Scotty? Ironically enough, I met him over at Jeremy Rogers' old apartments way back in the day when I first met him. Like, when I first met homeboy Scotty, my glasses were broken and taped up. I was having a rough couple of days. And this little dude's just like, the first time I met Scotty, he's like, well, I'm blind, Joe. And, you know, and it put things into perspective, you know. Sebastian says, ever try grinding up a cigar and smoking it in a pipe? I wonder if that would work, or the tobacco is wrong. The answer is yes, you can. It's a great way to recycle your cigar butts. You can take cigar tobacco and tear it up into pieces, grind it up into a bag, shake it up, let the tobacco dry out just a little bit, and stick it in your pipe and smoke it. So, yes, to answer your question, you can. Yeah. You should grow your own strain of tobacco. Yeah, with what money? No, but speaking of strains, when cannabis becomes legal in Wyoming, I'm going to grow my own strain of cannabis called King Cobra's Chronic. And this shit will fuck you up in 4 hits or less, guaranteed. It'd be a sativa indica mix. It'd be a little bit stronger on the sativa. But I'd take like the strains I would use: Black Magic, Green Crack, 1 plant; Fruity OG Kush, Rainbow Kush, crossbred. And then you take Durban Poison and Gucci Golden Cobra, mix those 2 together. Then you take King Bud OG Kush and some Maui Wowie. And just, you know what I'm saying? You're taking like 5 to 6 to 7 really beautiful, really potent strains of weed and just, you know what I'm saying? The end product, you'd have buds that'd be like about this round, about that long. They'd be rainbowy. They'd be covered in rainbow colors, covered in trichomes and THC crystals. I mean, you drop the nug on the table, you're going to hear that noise right there. Because that's how fucking dense they would be. You break that shit up and it's like the prettiest bud you ever seen or smoked in your life. Oh yeah. King Cobra's Chronic would be the tastiest fucking bud you ever smoked in your life. Now, crossbreeding 7 different strains into one might take a little bit, but totally worth it, man. Yeah. One person's like, grow a black and a green plant. Why do you think the first 2 strains of marijuana I want to crossbreed are Black Magic and Green Crack? I haven't had Black Magic weed, but I've had Green Crack. And Green Crack is one of my favorite strains of cannabis. Really, really tasty sativa. You're sitting there growing weed in my dream house, in the basement of my dream house. Yeah. Hotboxing the fuck out of my clock tower. You know, like me and a couple of homies up in the belfry underneath the clock faces and close them all 4 bell tower shutters, turn on the light, fucking hotbox the shit out of it with weed smoke. So where you can't even see the bells 4 feet in front of you. Then I'll open the switch on the wall. And the goddamn bell tower shutters would open up and all that smoke would just... You'd be like, where's Josh? And then you see the smoke just billow out of the clock tower and it just reeks of weed. And it's like, oh, he's high up in the clock tower. Yeah. Now, with my clock tower, I'd have like 48 bells. 47 would be on a carillon, and the 48th bell would be swung via rope. I know shit. And I picture having all my friends and family over for Christmas and shit, hanging out in my dream house. Who wants to hear jingle bells? Fucking run up to my clock tower real quick. Yeah, dude. And 47 bells would give it an even 4 octaves of carillon bells. And anything with 4 octaves or more is considered a grand carillon. Yeah. Someone said you should have a recording studio in the mansion. That's what GarageBand's for. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what GarageBand is for. That's nummy. The amount of sodium and sugar in each bottle is, holy shit. Just to give you an idea of how. Let's see, we got 5% sodium. It's about 110 milligrams of sodium. Does it really say? Hold on. God damn, does that really say 70 or? Fucking counteracts. I can't read this very good. Yeah, it's about 70 grams of sugar. Ooh, geez Louise. Lucas Griffin says, Josh, I started making my own alcohol at home. You should try it. It's cheaper than buying your own. I believe it. I wouldn't mind making my own alcohol. Make some cherry, peach, banana, mango mead and make it as strong as I can legally. So like 1 glass will fucking get you stupid. 2 glasses, you'll be like, I love you guys. 3 glasses, you'd be like, whoa, man. 4 glasses, you'd probably be black out by glass number 4. There we go. Chug one of these and get some caffeine in your system. Now we're talking. Cobra's moonshine. Yeah, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Cobra's hooch. I like the sound of that too. Yeah. There's something I would do if I lived in my dream house. Trust and believe, if I lived in my goddamn dream house, I'd be making my own wine. If I have people 21 of years or age or older coming over to my dream house, I'd be like, do you want to try some of the best fucking wine you've ever had in your life? They'll be like, wine, you say? But, Scruffy McGee over here. Lucas says he made apple cherry wine a few weeks ago. Shit was real good. Mad good. I believe it. No, Steve knows somebody here in town that makes homemade wine. And he'll make it in this giant blue jug, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing. And these things are cool because it's like you get a lot for your buck. And I've had homemade blueberry wine. Homemade blueberry wine is just, couple of glasses of that, and you're just like, yeah. Zach Araya says, Josh, what was the magical element you put into your scepter earlier? Well, a magician never reveals his secrets. But I assure you that the material I used for the scepter on the inside definitely works for the magical element. 227. Ricky was a young boy. Hey, YouTube and Facebook. What got you interested in bell towers? Honestly, Big Ben. You want me to be brutally honest? I've always been into bell and clock towers ever since I was a kid. My dad taught gymnastics for a while, and one of the gyms my dad taught gymnastics at was his church, and they had this big silver bell sitting out back that you could ring. I remember going to daycare in Miles City, Montana, and the daycare I went to at the time, when I was much younger, we'd walk over to the Triangle Park, and this is a little triangular shaped park. And right across the street from the Triangle Park was this church with this humongous bell tower on it. If you're ever going through Miles City, Montana, you gotta check out Gallagher's. Oof. Just saying that name, man. Oof. Like if you go through Miles City, Montana, stop at Gallagher's, man. If they're still open, which hopefully they are. Oh yeah, check out Miles City, Montana. It's an interesting little town. It's gotten a lot bigger since I've left when I was younger, but is Gallagher's a restaurant? Yes, it is. That's like a Miles City, Montana staple of history right there. If they're still open anyways, then they'll be in business for a long ass time. Huh. Lucas Griffin says, I have a pretty cool old bell tower on my profile, like 300 or 400 years old, maybe even more. Oh yeah. It makes you wonder how the fuck they got these heavy ass bells into towers without using a crane. You know what I'm saying? Like hanging a bell in a tower way back in the day before the invention of cranes was a nightmare, dude. You had to have a bunch of horses and pulleys and everything. And it probably took all goddamn day to do, too. Speaking of bell towers, there's a university here in the States that specializes, it's the University of Bell Making, basically. And this college campus has 2 bell towers. Both of them are stuffed with carillons. They probably had like 20 or 30 horses all hooked up to a long ass carriage and a bunch of pulleys. Exactly. That's exactly how they got it done. Hard labor. You know. Oh yeah, I was gonna sing a song for Facebook real quick. Lucas Griffin says Guinness Book of World Records say the largest snowflakes ever was from Miles City. Huh. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I never actually sang that song on social media before, but there you go. Why not? We'll make it an even 2 songs for this video. Oops. How about some Crawling by Linkin Park? Oh my god, I fucked up on this song. Nope. Redoing it. That was bullshit. Facebook. Whew. Okay, smoke a cigarette, calm down. Fucked up on the lyrics, reading them. Confusing the lyrics, whoa! Shitty singing's how I fall. Shitty singing my Asperger's. Shitty singing my Asperger's. Let's see. We'll do two more real quick, like. We'll do two more songs. I'll do two more for Facebook.
I'm tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
Every step that I take is another mistake to you.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me? Holding too tightly, afraid to lose control. 'Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling apart right in front of you.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
Every step that I take is another mistake to you.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
And every second I waste is more than I can take. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. And I know I may end up failing too, but I know you were just like me with someone disappointing you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to be. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to be.
If I could do two more songs. Let's see. Okay, how about a show? Okay, you know what? Fuck it. How about New Divide by Linkin Park? If finish shoots your cigarette, they will sing New Divide. I'll save that for after the song.
Cross this new divide. Cross this new divide. Cross this new divide.
How's that for impressive, Facebook? All right. My keyboard's being stupid right now. E-A-R. Okay, Tears Don't Fall acoustic version. All right, just for the fuck of it. Just for the fucking encore of it. Okay, I got time. One more song. No way. King Cobra gonna sing like Evanescence? Get the fuck out of here with that. Get the fuck out of here with that. There's no way he can pull this off. I don't know, man. I'll give it my best shot. Whoa, Facebook, look out. Ah. Well, thank you for that, Lucas Griffin. Most people be like, oh, you can't sing like Evanescence. I would beg to differ. That's pretty goth, yo, I'm just saying. Anyways, this is Gothic King Cobra back at you with another Facebook Live video. I'll catch you cool cobras on the flip side.